Well, our lighting is a little crummy tonight, just like our health today. It is the Yarn Closet from Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, you know, I'm legally blind. I can't tell what is the best background for you people. I mean, at some point, you guys have to start picking up the pace. All in all, this relationship is getting far too one-sided. I have a few very close friends who watch on a regular basis, and I appreciate you beyond belief. I'm Laura from Tucson, Arizona. I have the Yarn Closet podcast. Our last prize winner has not contacted me, and I've tried diligently for over 2 weeks. So there will be a name pulled out of subscribers and commenters from this episode, which I think is 24. So I think 25 is going to be on Saturday. And who knows? So you know me, I love winners. Also, we have the Yarn Closet group on Ravelry, which is also where I post information from podcast notes. So I think we're around 15 to 16 people we need to get on that group to get active, and I will have another big drawing for yarn cranked in a sock tube, a bag, and some other trinkets, probably some Growly Bear soap. They are one of our sponsors, and thank you to Grandpa Ed for being the shipping sponsor. Thank you to Freckled Whimsy. I just got an order from her, and I have them tucked inside each other. See, I'm going to give these to my dad tomorrow. You know, it was her yarn, so it was a little bit on the spendy side, but I got all of the spare, and they're done well. I've washed and blocked just so that extra little bit of soft, and I'd never seen the tab.
I have to give them small so they'll toast right.
It's nice. It feels nice. I don't know that I would futz around to do it. But that leads me to these that I did in a sport weight on my 48 cylinder. I'm thinking that I must have by accident pulled just a straight merino, because look at that heel. And look at this one. It totally blew out. So I did the hung hem. So it's also a shorty versus this style of shorty. And I unraveled the toe a little bit and did the toe in the same yarn, and then just did a separate heel, which I kind of like that. I mean, to me, if you got the yarn, that's kind of fun for my personal preference. I'm learning what my preference is, because I've also inherited a few pairs that I've made for my son. See these? They don't even have a heel. I'm also wondering if I didn't make the same mistake and use just a straight merino on these toes, because it feels just a bit different. Because to be honest, I've been only delving into this sock yarn, nylon, polyamide, silk, additive business, not for the longest time. And so I will go ahead and pull out these heels and redo them, because when I realized that one was blown out, I was thinking that day how much I love these. I'd also like a comment if you're a big sock person. Do you, even though they're superwash and you're supposed to be able to throw them into the gentle cycle, which I do, should I just maybe not? Is that also, leading to the difficulty, although it's only the blue, and the blue is just much thinner. So maybe the blue just wasn't as dense of a sport weight, and maybe it just didn't have that added. Because I know it was a sport weight. I'm remembering now the exact yarn. It just must not have had a nylon component. Oh, yeah. So here's one of the other things I was going to talk about. I'm getting so excited for my hat machine. Okay, I know we all go on Etsy and we buy some hand dyeds from Etsy and we buy from people's websites. But I was on eBay the other day because my daughter needs some long sleeve shirts and I can't just go shopping. So I'll go on Etsy and I'll see if or not Etsy, I'll go on eBay and see if I can't find like a garage sale box of her correct size clothes. And it's usually a little bit cheaper, and I'm a thrift store kind of person, so it's equivalent. I found this wonderful woman, Sarah Pickett, selling hand-dyed superwash. This is merino DK. I got 3 skeins. 3 skeins, people. Free shipping. That's the kind of price you get on a D-stash. They're hand-dyed. They're quite lovely. Her shop name is Lady Squirrelington Yarns. I'm looking at doing some shawls. I got my paid pink baby blanket the other day done, the acrylic one, and now I'm starting, yeah, the colors. Ooh, that's better. Yeah, I think they're really pretty. This one on the end, I like that little splash of red in it. Pinkish red. And I think they'll go really well together. You know, it's hard to get the right color. But I just wanted to say, that's an option that is very rarely discussed. There are people who sell on eBay. And I've also done eBay for D-stashes, but I just didn't think about it for a store selling off eBay. I didn't. I just didn't. And love the price. You have to admit, love the price. Oh, it's by the front door. I don't think I showed you this the other day, but I can't remember. So I made a couple of just long cowls, thin ones, and I've been wearing them at work because just that extra little bit of warmth. I truly believe the air conditioning was on the other day. And I'm going to do the same thing, and I can't wait for my hat machine because that will be wider, so it'll be more that kind of width that we expect from a cowl. I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm going to do some lycra and yarn. I hope it doesn't muck up. Just straight tubes with hung hems and toes for my daughter. Because there's no point in putting a heel in for a 3-year-old. Unless you're making an actually fitted sock. And I think if I throw the extra lycra in, it will be pull into the right size. Otherwise, until her foot is a shape and size that will be a little bit more fitted for my machines, I'm gonna try it on straight needles. Because I don't know why, but the few pairs I've tried to do for her just haven't worked out really well. So I'm gonna try it. because you do it on straight needles. Basically, you either, most of the time I think you start at the cuff, so you're a long rectangle, and then in the middle you do a little extra bump for your heel, and then your toe, and then you crochet up the side. Dude, I can totally do that. Because my crochet skills are phenomenal. They are really good, and so we'll see. And I think if I get that figured out, I think I could actually adapt it to a thicker sock style in a crochet stitch, because that will give me the sense of size that I need. And I think that would be fun, because that's a slightly different construction of anything I've done in crochet. Although it's very, very hard for me to crochet something in a sport or fingering weight. But I will try it, you know, the motivation is definitely there. What else? I am working on this little shawl. I've got a few just little shawls that I'm putting together. And I'm trying to figure out for this shawl I'm getting paid for how much yarn I used on the previous one that she liked, and I honestly don't know, because it was only bits and pieces and I didn't weigh. I've got to start weighing and writing things down. Which leads me to this, because I have been writing down. Sweater 2019. It's going, but it's not going well. First of all, the collar isn't quite the way that I would like it. Then my back and forth for the short rows over the shoulder, my purl side, not great. And great. And then the couple of increase rows, my make one lefts, like I can feel them. Is that gonna block out after I wash this? I mean, because I'm thinking I could probably do the mother stitch increase instead. Have you ever tried that one? Mother-daughter. It's a Scandinavian deal. Because, you know, I'm actually Scandinavian a little bit. And it's something that you do for the few socks I have done from start to finish. Would always do in the heel corners to help eliminate those holes. We're all sick. We're all sick. I needed a 5-day break. I needed a rest, not extra sickness. But thank you for commenting. Tell me how you are doing for your holidays. How many Thanksgivings are you going to? How many projects are you planning to wrap up this weekend? I may restart Sweater 2019, and I am hoping to maybe fix those heels, fix some cuffs on another pair of socks, and oh my gosh, I just pray that I get to sleep, because it just hurts and it's scratchy. And I have a triangle pillow to be on an incline when I get sick like this. My daughter slept 14 hours last night. I hope she sleeps tonight, because she laid down a bit this afternoon, didn't nap, but coughed for a whole hour. And I have a hard time getting her to stay kind of in an incline. I've tried the pillow with her and it doesn't, she just rolls herself right off of it. So, goodness. The holidays. Christmas, 1 month away.
Crazy with it.
Nuts. I tell you, nuts. But I'm trying to keep the focus on the time we spend with family and our experiences. So I hope you guys do that too and look with your heart first. I am so happy to be doing this, and I can't wait to pull some more names on Saturday. Goodbye.